Now, a fire at a nightclub in Goa has killed at least 25 people. Now, the fire broke out in Arpora village in the North Goa district. Police officials report that 4 tourists and 14 staff members are among the deceased, while the identities of 7 others remain unknown. At least 6 persons are injured. The cause of the fire is yet to be certain, but several reports claim that it was a cylinder blast. The blaze was reported shortly after midnight, triggering an immediate response from police, fire services and emergency medical teams. Authorities say the injured were quickly moved to nearby hospitals, while crews worked through the night to contain the flames and recover victims. Now, Goa's Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has called the tragedy unfortunate, especially for a state known globally for tourism.
गोवा सरकार की तरफ से पूरी उसकी इंक्वायरी की जाएगी और जो कल्प्रिट इसमें हैं जो उनको बिहाइंड द बार्स किया जाएगा.
The Prime Minister Narendra Modi has also expressed sadness over the tragedy. He has announced an ex gratia of 2 lakh rupees, which is over $2,200 for the families of those who lost their lives in the fire mishap. Now, those injured in the incident will receive 50,000 rupees, which is over $550 as assistance. Now, President of India, Draupadi Murmu, has also extended heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims and wished a swift recovery to all those who were injured. Goa's Director General of Police, Alok Kumar, has said that the fire is now fully under control and all bodies have been recovered. Authorities say medical teams are providing treatment for the injured and support is being arranged for the families of those who lost their lives. A detailed investigation is now underway into what sparked the fire. All right, now we are being joined by editor of In Goa 24/7, Akshay Lad, on the phone line. Thank you so much, Akshay, for joining us. If you could just, what we know right now is that the fire has been doused, but what is the current situation right there from the ground? If you can just give us the latest.
Hi, Josna. The current situation is that the death toll has reached 25 from 23, and the identification of rest of the victims is underway. Although the exact cause of the fire is not officially established, sources indicate that the fire may have started on the dance floor because of the use of electric pyro gun inside the club. But we have to know the exact cause, which has been investigated by the authorities.
And what kind of medical facilities, if you could also give us the latest of what is the facilities being given?
The injured have been shifted to the Goa Medical College. As far as we know, that 6 people have been severely injured and are now receiving the treatment at Goa Medical College.
All right. Of course, we'll be waiting to know what exactly is the cause of it. Also joining us on the phone line is WION's correspondent, Crispina Nunes. Thank you so much, Crispina, for joining us. It's a devastating tragedy. If you could just also tell us about where this location is and what is the latest that you can bring in for us.
Well, this nightclub is located 30 minutes away from Panjim in Arpora in North Goa. It's one of the busiest areas because, December is the peak season in Goa when tourists from all over the world and outside Goa come in this state. And it's one of the biggest tragedies that has occurred this season in Goa. And right now, investigation is currently underway. Initial reports, as you rightly mentioned, it could have either been a gas cylinder blast or it could have been an electric pyro on the dance floor. Investigation is currently underway in that regard. But just to tell you a little bit where this is located, this nightclub is situated in the backwaters of the Arpora River and has a narrow entry and exit point. There was no access for the fire brigades to the nightclub because of these narrow lanes. That's what the authorities are saying, which is why there was a delay in fact, dousing these flames and rescuing those people from the club. There were around, eyewitnesses say, there were around 100 people at least in the nightclub, and 25 died in that tragedy. And the tankers had to be parked about 400 meters away from the spot. The emergency services, in fact, on record have said that it was a challenging time to control the blaze. And many of them died due to suffocation as they were trapped on the dance floor. This has also sparked a lot of questions about the safety and audit of nightclubs in Goa. And there's a huge debate right now among the MLAs and the opposition in Goa, trading blames as to what caused the fire and whether safety measures were put in place. And right now, the Chief Minister has said that has taken stock of the situation. The Prime Minister has given his condolences as well. And we'll have to wait and see and pan out throughout the day and see as to how the investigations pan out into this fire incident and whether or not this structure, this nightclub, was legal. What we also know right now, Jyotsna, is that the local authorities, the Panchayat, have come on record to say the Arpora Nightclub Panchayat has said that there was a dispute between the owners of this nightclub, and which is why perhaps the permissions could have been in doubt.
All right, Crispino, that's an important information you just gave us. Of course, we'll have to wait and see and wait for the investigation to know. But thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast and giving us the latest details. That was Crispino Nunez joining us, giving us all the details. Thank you so much.